Is it okay if I film you?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Whoa, cool. Oh, it's that machine. Oh, it goes to the entire, it goes to the other thing.
Yeah.
That's a high-powered thing. I hope this works. That'd be awesome. I'll pay you what I said I would, even if it takes a lot more work or less work. I don't know. I mean, because I'm supposed to.
I'm going to get a flashlight.
I hope this works.
Flashlight.
I've been running water and not flushing the toilet paper for a day or two. Whoa, this will be amazing. I think it'll work. Maybe it wasn't as bad as we thought. Let's go. Whoa. It's got that lunch here. This is awesome. Huh. Did you check out at the septic tank?
No, it's not the septic tank.
Did it go all the way down
here?
to
I want to show you.
Huh. This is awesome. You can call this guy in Roanoke. Look at that. Wow. Wow, that is huge. Look at this. This is amazing. Drain cleaning services. He's the best one there is. He's the best one I've ever met at it. Even better than my dad, who's good at it with the small machines. But this is huge. Look at this compared to me. Look at this. This is like as big as my. This is bigger. That's huge. Wow. That's amazing. That is really cool. Okay. I don't know where the tool is.
Oh, John, you do. You took it. Come on.
I don't know where the tool is.
John, you do. I saw you put it against the house. You and I are the only one up here. You went outside. You put it someplace, John. Just let me take it.
No.
He got you a job and he needs it, John.
I don't know where the tool is.
You do, John. Come on. I mean, he's a working, come on. That's his tool. He got you a job. And he said, wow, thanks for calling me. I really need it.
Get in, gay. Get in, gay.
Please, John.
Please be careful going down the steps.
But give me the tool.
Don't eat shit. I'll tell you what not to do. Don't eat shit.
John, please.
Be careful going down the steps.
Please bring the tool down. Please.
Yeah.
We can bring it down so it appears you're.
Okay, here's the problem with the floor. See how it's bowed up? See how it's like bowed? See if can you tell that right there it bows up? There's a bump in it. Can you see what's wrong with the floor? See how it's like see how it's like it got water on it and it sticks up, it stands up or whatever. Let's fix it. Let's fix it. We're gonna cut out a piece of it and put in this new wood. So first we gotta open this new circular saw, put the blade on, and then cut a test piece right in the middle, and then go down in the crawl space. I'll turn the light on in the crawl space and measure with this measuring tape from where I cut down into it, or I cut into it here, measure how far it is to wherever the nailer is. The nailer might be here. That means there's like a beam. Like, see where that one has a beam? Or it's going that way. I don't know exactly which way they have the beams. So I'm gonna cut through it, and that'll give me somewhere to measure down there to how far the beams are away from it, and up here how far the beams are away from it, so I can draw a line where I can cut right in the middle of the beam and take out the plywood with a hammer, and then cut this piece to fit, cut this into, 3 long pieces or 2 long pieces, and cut it to fit right up to where there's a beam, like right here, and this piece of plywood goes and stands strong. You can stand on it, and that holds, and it's strong. And then this one goes right up to it, and then under it there's a beam going like this that holds up this piece and that piece. And that's all you do, and you measure it and cut it to the right size. I'm gonna do it. Avid Power. That's an editing system that I got Danica one time. Avid Power. This is pretty good. That used to be the main editing, video editing for all of major motion pictures, starting in the I think the 90s to the early 2000s. Then Final Cut Pro in the 2000s became, I think, a little bit bigger than Avid. And I used Final Cut Pro on a Mac. Avid was on a PC. Doing. Oh, you don't need that piece anyway, it just falls apart. This thing. Oh, he put the blade on. I'll put the blade on. That was nice. I'll put the blade on. That was nice. Al put the blade on. That was pretty good. That's weird. It wouldn't go down into it. This is so cool. It has a red line. It's really cool. Okay. Let's just, it keeps cutting down into some weird thing. He needs a sleep heat, I guess. Okay. That went through, that cut through. There wasn't a nail underneath. Let's go check it downstairs. Let's check it downstairs. Oh. Let's get the measuring tape. Hey, that light works you put on. Hey, look at that. There's this good strong floor under the entire thing, so I can put it anywhere. Wow. Okay. There. Okay. Okay. So that's good. It's really good. What did I just say? Hi, I went in the crawl space and it was different than I thought. I thought it was just a floor joist here and then a floor joist here, and a floor joist here, and a floor joist here, going across the entire floor with just plywood flat on top that's only this thick. You know, the plywood's only like that thick, half an inch thick on top of the whole floor. I thought that's what it was, but instead it had all those floor joists here, 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 here across the room. And on top of that, this way, it had floor joists that were 2x8, the old timey, really thick. And those were really thick too, because it was like the old days of 2x8s. And it was this way flat, and right next to it this way flat, and right next to it, right next to one another across the entire floor, making a really strong floor. And on top of that was the plywood that was thin on top of it, half an inch or whatever, half an inch. And so whatever it was. And so now I have to cut through that thin plywood with the circular saw without cutting too far deep into the good floor joists that are flat under it, so it'll hold. And so that's what I'm gonna do. Okay.
Yeah. No, who? Well, I don't know. No. Who? Okay. Yeah. I can wait till Al wakes up, I guess, or just find where he put the hammer. Okay, so we got this piece. See how it's like bowed? It goes like this. See, I had to take that out so you can make the floor flat, and this piece does it here and there. So I had to make this one a little bit wider. You take the piece out, take this piece out, measure this with a pencil the same size, and put it down. And by some miracle, there was really strong flooring under the entire thing, like these huge 2x4, 2x8, or 2x8s or 6 or something, 2x8s that are bigger than, you know, they're pretty good. The old days kind of wood. And it's under the whole thing. So I can just take those two pieces out and do that. That's pretty easy.
He lives in these woods. And if he heard you mocking him, like I said, trust me, you don't belong safe. Forget luck.
Why not?
Well,
So John,
Yeah.
this is interesting, isn't it?
What?
Whatever that wood is.
Yeah.
What do you think about using quickset?
No, I'm using this plywood.
Okay.
No.
That was just a question.
No.
That was just a question.
No. It's downstairs quick set,
Right.
but here plywood.
Okay, whatever.
Unless you want to do some other thing, but not here.
Okay.
Maybe you could in your own way, but I'm not going to put
That was just a question.
You're kind of right. You're kind of right, because when people use floor leveler, it's cement.
Right.
And they fill in places like that with cement.
Right.
So you're kind of right. You're right.
Because it'd be a lot easier to try to fit that plywood in there. But my other question is.
I'm closing the door. I don't want to get dust in the house.
Yes. So the
You
question
can close
is,
it.
if you used quickset, right, and
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
used to level for it to then put tile on, what do you think about putting? Because if you put tile
I
on,
already got the plywood.
Okay.
I know how to cut it. I can just.
Right, okay. I'm just,
No.
you know,
No.
I'm just bouncing
No.
questions off you.
No.
Okay, good. No,
No.
problem. No problem. No problem. It's just a question.
I don't
It's
know.
just a question.
No.
Just a
Okay,
question,
no.
you know, just a question. I'm gonna go look in my car and see if I can find a crowbar for you.
Okay.
To do it. Was Christy supposed to do it too? Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. Got that piece out. I got both pieces out. Yay. Big Dog J. Big Dog J. Saturday, Sunday, I am straight. I am straight. Saturday, Sunday, I am straight. No. No. want me to feel like? Is that what you and my parents want me to be like? So then it's like, oh, he doesn't know. He's too young still. Okay. That makes, in some instances, you're right. Sometimes, not all the time. Most of the time, I don't want to do that shit anymore. That's one of the reasons why I'm leaving. Sorry. I'm sorry. Hey, it's good. Everything's okay. I made a mistake by saying that. I shouldn't have said it at all. Praise God. Praise Jesus. It's a miracle. It's a miracle. I can fit in with Roanoke. Okay. Hey. I can fit in with Roanoke. Hey. Hey. I'm not a famous movie actor, am I? The industry only pays so many people, right? You gotta get a regular job. You gotta get a regular job. Right? Am I right? You gotta like South Park too, funny. Ha ha. South Park. What are you doing?
Nothing. That's not great. You did a great
Yeah.
job. You did a great
Yeah, look, there's nothing sticking up about that fucking thing that I could see. There's nothing sticking up about that.
job. This one is?
No, don't pull it up. I already pulled it up a little bit.
I'm not pulling it up.
All I do is hammer it back down. I pulled it up a little when I was prying it up. It doesn't hurt it. It didn't
What do
hurt
you
it.
think about cutting
No.
it so it's a
This fucking thing barely cuts through. It cuts a little at a time through that floor because there's a floor under it
Uh-huh.
or something.
Okay.
So I'm gonna use it just to cut the good wood.
Okay.
The good wood.
A good one.
What are you trying to do?
Nothing.
Okay, good. Be
Just
kind and good. What you're supposed to do.
All right.
No.
Okay. Okay, here's the story.
Yeah, let's just,
It's really good.
I'm listening.
Alexa, stop. Okay, this is a really good story.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Okay. It's about Dolly Parton.
Mm-hmm.
When she was poor in Tennessee.
Right?
When she was poor in Tennessee.
Correct. Yeah.
And it's a really good story.
Yeah.
And she was poor growing up as a kid.
Yeah.
And she said that it was about as cold as it was outside as it was inside
Yep.
when she was in Tennessee.
Yeah.
When she was in Tennessee.
Yeah.
And she said they were her and her brothers and sisters when they were little,
Yeah.
and they all had to sleep in the same bed.
Right. To stay warm.
Yeah. And the and she'd take a shower before she went to sleep and get all clean.
Mm-hmm.
And then when she'd lay down in the bed and go to sleep,
Yeah.
there'd be like one of her little brothers or one of her little sisters.
Yeah.
It was one of her little sisters. They peed in the bed,
Right.
so they pee on her right after she took a shower while she was right when she went to sleep.
Ah.
And then she said it was a blessing to get peed on because it was so cold outside. It meant you got to be warm for a little while.
Yeah.
So that's the
The funny story.
yeah, that's a funny that's a good story about Dolly Parton. And then there's more, but then she met her husband also in Tennessee around there when she was still poor, and she'd go to church. Her grandfather was a pastor,
Right.
and I don't know what her father did, but her grandfather was a pastor.
Her father was a coal miner.
She was a coal miner?
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. No, that was coal miner's daughter.
I know, but that's why she wrote that song, because her father was a coal miner.
But coal miner, but that's Dolly Parton?
Yeah.
No, that's a different person.
No.
From West Virginia,
No, okay.
I think.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right. Praise God, praise Jesus.
Maybe you're right. Do you have coal mines in Tennessee?
Yes, they do.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yes, they do.
I thought it was somebody else.
Yeah.
I thought that was coal miner's daughter, not Dolly Parton.
Yeah.
I thought it was
That
another
that was
famous
her.
person who was somebody else.
That was her.
It was?
Yep.
Okay. Or I guess, sir. I don't know.
Yep.
I don't know. Yeah, coal miner's daughter, raised in rural Kentucky poverty, and married at the age of 13. Loretta Lynn.
Loretta Lynn.
Yeah, it's Loretta Lynn, played by Sissy Spacek in the movie.
Right.
Loretta Lynn begins writing and singing her own country songs in her early 20s.
Oh, there you go.
With the tireless help of her husband Oliver Mooney Lynn. Mooney. Played by Tommy Lee Jones in the movie, but Loretta Lynn is the one.
Okay, gotcha. You were right.
Loretta Lynn. Hey, Loretta Lynn. She looks like Reba McEntire. The Reba. She looks kind of like Reba McEntire. She looks okay. Loretta Lynn, she was a good person.
Mm-hmm.
Dolly Parton's father. No, Dolly Parton. He's not black. He is not black. I think he ain't. You know, I don't. No, he's not. Robert Lee Parton. Robert E. Lee. Robert E. Lee. Robert Lee Parton. Robert E. Lee. She's nice. She's one of the cool. She's. And Robert E. Lee Parton. And his father was named Robert Lee Parton Sr.
Okay.
Robert Lee Parton, not Robert E. Lee, because he's not exactly like him. We're different. It would not fit in the whole name. It would have been like a minority from Mexico. Guadalajara, Begotten, Quitando, Luis. No, I didn't want that. I don't have 4 or 5 names like a Mexican person in a movie. We don't. No, that's not why we did that. This is Dolly Parton's father. Hi, I'm nice. Don't. He'll kill you. He's 98 years old. No, he won't. He's 100. He'd be 107. He'd be 114. He's not alive. He died when he was 82. He's good. He won't kill you because he's nice. But he wasn't as good as Dolly Parton. She's really good and nice. But he was okay. Because that's her real father, and he was good, and he raised her. And her grandfather was really into God and Jesus. God and Jesus. But, Nashville, Country Music Hall of Fame. That's what they're known for. Going back in history, what they're known for, Country Music Hall of Fame, country music, and before that, the Civil War. And before that, I don't know. But in California, going back, it's everything creative, the movie industry. And it looks like it's hurting someone when you cut the potato. Why are you cutting a little potato doing that to it?
It's not a potato. It's
Just
a
throw
piece,
the whole thing
it's a
in.
piece of ginger.
Oh. Can you just throw a whole piece of ginger in?
Well,
It would take longer to
right.
to
Exactly.
kind of, but it has to have skin on it, and it wouldn't really. But I don't
Put it
know.
up in the smoke.
You could just eat the entire piece of ginger. Like, where'd you get the ginger from?
I bought it at Kroger's.
Huh. Robert E. Lee Parton. No, that's not him. He was totally different. Her father wasn't like Robert E. Lee. He was Robert Lee Parton. She's actually okay. She's one of my favorites from the movie industry. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and from singing. Her singing, too. She's one of my favorites. And my actual favorites. And she happens to be from the South. Or not even, I guess it's the South, obviously. But she may not even call it that. Tennessee. I don't know. I'm getting out of here.
Okay. Hey, how's it going? I want to add this. Look. See what's under there? That's an old vinyl floor. That is an old vinyl floor. Oh, there's some nails in there I gotta pull up. These nails. Pull up these nails. There's a nail. There's a nail. There's a nail. There's a nail. There. There. So that's a vinyl floor under there. So that was very important because, and I already kind of knew that. I don't know why I didn't say, but I knew because I looked it up, and you wouldn't even really need a permit for it to remove the floor if there wasn't one underneath it. And there is one underneath it. See, there's that vinyl floor. So that used to be the old floor, and they put a facade on top of it, like a fake, facade. This plywood on top of the already regular floor. So I don't need a building permit to remove the top layer. It was just like a facade. You don't even really need it. But really, what they said when I looked it up was that you can't mess with the supporting walls, or the real floor joists and stuff like that. And if it's just the plywood, they didn't even mention that you need a permit for that on their website, on the local website that you go to. And I know I don't need a permit for this because there's the real floor under it. That was the original floor in the house, that old vinyl floor that I just showed you. See, this is an old vinyl floor. Oops. Let me zoom out. That's the old vinyl floor, So this is just a fake additional floor on top of it. So you wouldn't need a permit to remove the fake additional floor. That's not even the real floor. So, okay, thank God I didn't do anything wrong. So I'm dehumidifying this. This is the dehumidifier. This takes the moisture out of through the crawl space down there. It's going to really make this room dry and good. So that's pretty good. And then when it's done drying, I'm going to cut this piece of wood to fit pieces of it in there. Okay, bye.
Okay, I got this mirror. $32. Actually, $14 5/8 by Okay, this is John Birmingham. Check out more videos on my channel. Praise God, praise Jesus. Believe in God and Jesus and you'll be saved. Okay, bye. I love Rowan, Ivan, their baby sister Ayla. They're my kids. I love their mom, my parents. I hope to God everyone watching this is okay. I hope my family and friends are okay. I hope to God my family, friends, others who I know are okay, meaning we don't have to suffer that much on earth when we get into heaven. I hope to God you make it into heaven. I hope all the people watching this channel make it into heaven and don't have to suffer that much and get to feel really good while we're alive too. Praise God. Praise Jesus. Bye. This is John Birmingham.